Charlie Puth, welcome to iHeartRadio Canada. How you doing, buddy?
Very, very well. How about yourself?
Yeah, not too bad. Thanks very much. It's relatively early. You were on stage last night here in Toronto, Canada, on the one night only tour. How's it been going so far? Massive congratulations on the new album. It's incredible. And how was last night?
Thank you. Last night was wonderful. It was especially wonderful because all of my Canadian fans sang along every word that to every song that they heard on TikTok in years prior. So the master plan worked.
Yeah, you say master plan. It was almost like a master class, like a songwriting like kind of keynote on how this is how I made this song and this song. I mean, I don't think you did it through every single song in the set list, but for quite a few of them, it was like it was so cool to see you break down those songs and the process and just kind of jam out with your fans, which was amazing.
I like my fans and people who listen to my music. I like them to know where the songs are coming from. It kind of bonds the attachment even stronger. I saw it in real life proof last night, not just on the internet.
You did, though, say that you thought that Canadian fans had forgotten about you.
I really did think that Canada might have forgotten about me.
Now, where does this stem from? And I do apologize.
Well, it was more of a figure of speech, but I think what I was more digressing to was I thought in 2020 that I wouldn't be able to travel and play shows anymore, and it just felt really nice to play a show. That's why we put smaller venues up first, because it was an excuse for me to warm up and get back into the market. But it sold out like in 5 seconds, so I'm very excited to. The show ended too soon. I want to do a bigger show.
100%. Well, we're sure you will. And is this kind of the trailer for that bigger show eventually, maybe next year sometime?
That's a good way to put it. This whole tour, the one night only tour, is a trailer for what's to come. And just one last moment to really get up close and personal with the people who have been there by my side throughout my career for so long. It's you can see their individual reactions and faces. It's a really nice thing.
We did a real deep dive into the set list last night, and we were really interested in some of the songs that you picked and the order that you picked them in. Did you ever consider just doing songs from the new album, or was that never in the question? Was it like, I'm going to do everything? It's been so long since I performed these songs. How did you put it together?
I think it's like the diet version of what's to come. So you have to kind of throw everything in there and see what songs people still like. And yeah, but it's the majority of it was the new album.
Is there a song on there that you are unexpectedly excited about performing, or is there something that surprised you about how much you love performing it so far?
Track 11, I don't think that I like her anymore. Really, really did something last night. I was taken aback by how loud those sings were, that singing was. It was really it was incredible.
I'm thinking about people who heard the album for the first time that don't have TikTok. My mum is a big fan of yours, and so am I. In fact, the whole family. We're all the dog, everyone.
Thank you, dog.
But for someone like my mum who isn't on TikTok and didn't get to hear some of the songs as you were making them and going through them and that whole rollout process, it was almost kind of like I was kind of jealous of people like that listening to the album for the first time without hearing any of these songs before.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. There are people who aren't on TikTok and heard those songs for the first time. Well, I mean, that's a genuinely great reaction too. That's the classic reaction.
Yeah, for sure. And tell me, like, were you encouraged to go through those songs on stage on this one night only tour, like in the same style that you do on TikTok, or is that just you? That's just what you like doing?
I think that's just me, and that's my personality, and I like to teach and um, let people know where their favorite songs come from, and how my brain was when I initially thought of some of these songs. And it's more of a celebration. Like, the songs are done, we're performing them, they're in their final stage, and now you're singing along with them. It's a really beautiful thing.
It's so good to have you back on stage. Is it good to be traveling again? How's that been so far?
I like traveling. It's very nice to be. All the airlines are very nice to us. I think they're also fans of the music too, which that always makes it kind of exciting. Coming into Canada and not that Canada has ever been not warm and in their welcoming to us, but it's always nice from touchdown, just having a really, really nice welcome.
Yeah, we're warm in the welcoming, but not so warm in the weather. You tweeted that you wanted a Tim Hortons order for when you arrived. It was the large muffin and frosted coffee. Did you get that?
Yep, I got several. Tim Hortons sent me and my team boxes and of donuts and mini donuts and the mugs and socks, and they have. Did you know they have runners wear? I didn't know that.
Really?
They gave me hats. They gave us muffins. They gave us these frozen cappuccino things. It was absurd, but they came through. Thank you, Tim Hortons.
That's incredible. You got to hook me up with some of that stuff. If you can't take it back, I'll take it.
I think I think the frozen cappuccinos have been watered down since.
Okay, good. You're well hydrated then. That's good to hear. Have you been back to Canada since you were last here performing? Like, have you ever come here just on a trip, like just because you wanted to come here, or has it always been for work?
I haven't had time. I've been working in the States, getting the album done, but I recorded my song "How Long Has This Been Going On" in Montreal. So there's a really nice musical air happening in Canada always. There's a big appreciation for R&B, which it's my favorite genre. So of course I'm drawn to Canada for that reason.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Well, we'll have you back anytime, and if you could do multiple shows next year, that would be incredible. We hope so. Fingers crossed.
I would love that.
Lastly, Charlie, for someone who isn't on TikTok, how would you say, what are the best tips for them to, like, what's your TikTok strategy for someone? Not just in music, just in general.
In general, just be yourself. I know that's corny, but there's such an interest in individuality nowadays. You just might as well not pretend to be someone else and put up a front. Just share your story, and people will be, and if it's compelling, if you tell it in a compelling way, because everyone is interesting, you will get some traction on it, I think.
Okay, perfect. As long as if you follow me, that would help. That would be great.
Sure. Yeah.
Charlie, thanks so much. Best of luck with the rest of the One Night Only tour. 12 dates. Oh, let me ask you that as well. If there's 12 dates, including the European ones, and there's 12 songs on the album, is there any coincidence there? Is that just a coincidence, or is it planned?
No, there might be a reason as to why that was done.
Okay, cool. Let's go with that. Anyway,
Yeah.
Thanks so much, Charlie. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy the rest of your time here in Canada. We really appreciate it. Thank you.
Myles, appreciate it. Thank you.
See you soon.
See you.